So we got a Kiriko player, and I don't really have any information, so I'm literally just gonna watch the VOD and see what's going on. So the way I like to do these VODs, if you've never really watched me, is I like to kind of watch, see what's going on. I don't like to talk too much, like in the early stages, because obviously I haven't seen enough gameplay. I want to see like repetitive mistakes. Like the first thing, this is like really minor, but if you're playing Kiriko on like mirrored maps, you can go Lucio at the start of the game, and then you can TP out. So like go Lucio, speed up your team, and then TP out. Okay, we're poking. Probably didn't choose that guy, but it's fine. Okay, this is good. We're shooting. We're just too far away right now. And obviously being so far away makes it pretty hard to hit shots. So I'm assuming you wanted to go and like heal that guy. You probably don't want to TP into the danger, because like TPing in, you don't really know what's going on. You would rather drop and try and like open up the angle, because she's probably going to back up anyway, right? So if you drop and go wide instead of forward, then you'll probably be able to hit her. But that's honestly her fault for being in that bad position. There's not a lot you could have really done there to actually help her. I mean, I guess this is kind of like a guess the rank. So already I'm noticing your TPs are a little bit misguided here, right? Like you TP into danger to help people pretty often, when you should do the opposite, right? You need to TP out of danger when you're getting aggressive, because the thing with TPing in is that you're going to put yourself in a position where maybe you get put in danger, and then you won't be able to TP out, and it just lowers your like effective uptime a lot, because you're never going to have the TP to actually do stuff. As in, like, go in, get aggressive, and then do stuff. So far, I'm going to guess this is, like, Diamond. Just like how you're playing, maybe Diamond, Master. Capturing the point. This is good stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, you definitely seem, like, pretty confident as a player. TPing out there is fine. Just really small nitpick. Instead of walking in the open, right? Because, let me show you. Am I tripping? Yeah, okay. So, you walk in the open here, and that leaves you open to getting shot by Bath Simpson 6 and Freak Bob TD, right? These two can shoot you because you're in the open. And like the goal is to heal this guy, right? Well, just go over here. It's just play safer, you know? No point putting yourself in danger, because like, when you take damage like that, you're forced to hide behind cover until you get healed. But if you don't take damage, you can leave the cover whenever you want. Good Suzu. I want to see you try and take an angle here now. This is, I mean, it's good, but you need to get a bit closer. Like, you know, maybe start rotating through this way. Maybe start rotating. Oh, okay, so. Okay, I'm not sure then. Shit, man. It's fine. Yeah, sorry about that. So like you would want to rotate through one of these two lanes so that you can get closer to the enemies. Preferably this one, because it's going to be harder to see you. And you want to do that solely just to get closer, because it's going to be a lot easier to hit shots. And when you're hitting shots, you're going to get, you know, a lot of value, right? Like the closer you get, you'll like hit more shots, like proportionally. Because there, you hit one shot, which is good, but you could have hit way more shots if you're a bit closer. Okay. I mean, so far, I mean, there's nothing to really complain about. That was first fight. That was a 2-minute first fight. Interesting. Let's see what we've done below. Hailing. Okay, that's fine. Probably too much tunnel vision on the Doomfist here, and you're not paying attention to what's going on around you. You have to understand that there's more than just the Doomfist. Don't tunnel vision on trying to heal your team or shooting the Doomfist. Make sure to be aware of what's going on around you, especially if you're going to play in a position like this, where like you're kind of in their space, because like your D.Va's kind of bads up a little bit, right? That's fine. You TP out, you live, and now we just play a little bit safe. Okay. Decent rush. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, probably wasn't a whole lot you could do there. Maybe if we used our Suzu bar earlier. How do we use our Suzu? Ah, D.Va was in. That's a good to do it, so yeah, not much you could really do there. Like, maybe you could try and shoot that guy, but I mean, there's not much you can do. We'll just go next fight. Oh, we're on Mizuki now. Okay. So with Kiriko, I don't know if you're going to continue to play Kiriko. I'd say with Kiriko, make sure you're trying to get closer to the enemies so that you can actually hit more shots, because that's going to get you more value. And then combine that with not TPing to your teammates when they're in danger. When you're in danger, TP to your teammates, right? Because that's going to help you stay out of danger more, and that's going to help you with getting close, because now you can get close to the enemies and then TP out. Does that make sense? But we have Mizuki. Mizuki got popped this patch, so he's very fun to play. I'm just kind of chilling right now. We can go train this guy. Chain that boy. Yeah, you should have held, like, I don't know why you held on to your chain for so long. Like, you see him, chain him, rather. Like, there's some, like, he's low. He's in a really good position to die. Chain that boy. Because he could have gone out potentially. Okay, make sure we're pocketing Soj. You didn't pocket Soj, and she died. So one thing with support is when your teammates are getting aggressive like this, and like high level players do this really well, they will pocket and play off of their like teammate using ultimate, right? So your Soj is popping off. You need to do two things. Number one, pocket this guy so that he doesn't die. And then number two, you need to look for people who are going to get distracted by this Sojourn, okay? And Mizuki can do this pretty well because he can do both of them at the same time. Give this guy a hat so that he can stay alive and use his ultimate, and then because he's using ultimate, the enemies are going to look at him, and then you can potentially go in with your TP and try and go for a kill, right? But instead, I mean, like, you can go in, right? But you didn't pocket the Sojourn because you just weren't thinking about it, right? So try and think about, you know, pocketing people who are being ultra aggressive, right? And it's really easy when they're using ults, because it's like, oh, okay, they're using ultimate, let me try and pocket them, right? Yeah, you just got caught in the open there, you know? Like you're already backing up. Like, you're 2 down. There's no point continuing to play over here. It's just too greedy. Just back up to the spawn, right? Because, like, there's... Like, do you see how there's no reason for you to be over here? Because the enemies are going to come forward, and you two are still in their space, which means both of you are actually going to die. Yeah. I mean, I literally predicted it. And now you're staggering, right? So, when like, multiple of your teammates die, just back up. Okay, so right now, we have to try and create an angle on our own. We're not really going to be able to do anything by just going main. So either go left side or go right side and just try and distract someone, try and get a kill, because that's going to help the team walk in. Somehow you were able to just walk in. I guess because your D.Va went on the tank. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there's not much you can do. Oh, that's fine. So I'd say maybe like the timing was probably just a bit early on this. Like, the best moment to use the Mizuki TP is when people are very much like distracted, right? Because like right now, this like does help out a decent amount, but I think if you time this a little bit later, you would have had more time to actually fight these guys for longer, and then that's when you can distract them for your team to kill this guy. So imagine if you went in like now, right? You can distract these three from fighting your team over here, and then you can TP out. So like, I'm not saying the TP you did do was bad, but it's just try and think about the timing a bit more. Alright, let's go. This hat usage is not amazing, right? You want to use hats sort of like brick packs, right? Like when someone is like kind of low HP, when they're half HP and they're actually taking damage, you want to use the hat to sustain them, right? You don't just want to use the hat when they've taken some damage, right? Because D.Va has 600 health, and then you popped the hat on her. That's not gonna do anything. And because hats are on such a long cooldown, you might not have your hats for when you actually want them. You didn't need to use that TP to get away. Like you're already out of the danger. Just walk away. Right, you have to be very particular. Good dodge, right? So like, I mean, there probably wasn't a lot you could do that, but like, you have to be very intentional with your cooldowns. That's like that's what I'm noticing, right? You need to use your TP with more intention. Like, I'm using it now to go in on these guys because it's going to be a good time. I'm using my hats because someone is actually low and taking damage. you know, and then your chain. I would like to see you use your chain a bit more here. Also, you picked the wrong perk. Lock in. Oh, we're on Juno now. Okay, we're just playing multiple different heroes this game. I mean, that's fine. Okay, good speed ring. Good torpedoes. I mean, so far, I'm already seeing a massive improvement with your Juno gameplay. Decent ring, but and I do this a lot as well. Did this ring actually hit anyone? No, it didn't actually do anything. You want to make sure that the ring is hitting your teammates, right? So like you don't want to be too far away when you're using it, because like I really want you to see when you use the ring here, it doesn't actually do anything, unless these guys walk all the way back here just to go forward. It's not gonna do anything. You want to use it where your team is actually playing, and like use it on the corners where they're going, because they're probably gonna cross through the corner, and then they're gonna be able to use the speed here. Okay. So yeah, if I had to guess, I could definitely look like a Diamond Masters player. Good torpedoes, speed that guy, because like, you see how here that you're playing close enough, and you put it on a corner, so the speed is actually going to affect the hog, and then he's actually able to get out, and I'm pretty sure that saved his life as well. So good ring on your part. Okay, I will try and use torpedoes there. That's fine. See Surge. To find speed ring. Okay. Oh wow, he just got hit. Yeah, I can't speak. He got hit by the bike. Decent torpedoes, but I wouldn't put myself in too much danger just to get this done. I would try and fly maybe like over here or something, because then I can use this as cover and I can still see the Reaper a little bit. You're just flying a little bit in the open, and that lets someone shoot you. I don't know who shot you actually. Who the fuck shot you? The dude, right? It's like she's able to shoot you because you're playing in the open. Had you played kind of behind here, you would have still been able to see the Reaper, but be behind cover. Okay, did you really need this ring? Like, I'm gonna third person it. Did you need this ring? Like, does this help anyone? I don't think you knew the hazard was there. If you knew the hazard was there, then fair enough. But did you really need this ring? I'm gonna assume you did, because I'm just gonna have to assume you knew the hazard was there. But really make sure that it's like intentional. Okay, I'm using the ring because the hazard is here and I need to get out of his way, not just because I felt like it. Okay, I like that we're using our jump to create angles though. This is good. So there, you just kind of went a little bit too far forward. You weren't really paying attention to what was going on around you, right? So this is kind of the second time. You weren't really aware of what was going on. Like, you didn't know the Lucia was behind here. You didn't know Kiriko. You didn't know the Kiriko was there. You didn't know the hazard was there. And that just kind of meant you got very caught off guard when stuff did start to happen. And then you ended up dying. And like, the reason why you're dead is because you're kind of too far forward, right? Look at everyone over here. Like you're very much in their territory when you should be more like up here, maybe in here with the Surge, maybe even like over here or something, right? Just so you're not so far forward and so far in their team. Okay, nice torpedoes. We get a lot of people there. See, like right now, I want you to be close to these guys and trying to use your ring on them, right? Because look, they're fighting the hazard. Hazard's very committed. If you speed ring these guys, the hazard's just dead. But you're too far away to get the speed ring off, which means the hazard's gonna get away. And like now, and like using it now isn't gonna help anyone. Even if they did get the speed, which they didn't, by the way, because you're playing too close, it doesn't matter anymore because like the window for opportunity is gone. So let me explain when you best want to use window, and then window, ring. And this is going to be the same thing with your ultimate, right? You want to use your ring when the enemies are committed in the fight, because it's going to help your teammates, move faster, and they can either get out of the danger if they see that they need to, or they can further follow up on the enemies being committed because they move faster than them, and it's going to be easier for your team to follow up. But if you use your ring late like this, because you're too far away, well then, like, you're gonna miss these windows, as I'm gonna call them, right? Like, there's no point using ring now. You may as well just save it for the hog grab, because now the hog is fighting people, and they're committed on, the hog. Right. So with this ult, you just you basically just want to wait for the hazard to jump in, and then that's it. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't use it now, because one, you had a teammate dead, and that's not terrible. But even in Juno ultimate, if you're just standing still, it's gonna be really easy to kill you. Like, this Lucio almost killed you, right? If he had more damage, he would have killed you. Also, the direction of this ultimate is, there's a lot left to be desired, you know. But yeah, you just kind of used it in a fight where, like, they'd already committed a bunch of their cooldowns, right? Like, look, everyone has ults. Just let them, I mean, like, this is some macro here, right? Everyone has ults, and you are 99 to win it. So all you need to do is just play in a way which is going to force out their ultimates, which they've already done. You know, they've already used hazard ult, right? And then they use 3 other ultimates. Let them use their ults. You know, like, your Soj can pop ult to force out these ults, right? And then, assuming you still had your Ray, you could just lose this fight and then come back in the next fight. And then, oh, yeah, bro, they got Sierra ult. Oh, no. Then, because they don't have ults, you can just use your own. So, like, that's a little bit of macro. But otherwise, I just wouldn't have used my Juno ult there, because I was 1 down and I was stuck in the hazard ult. And also, don't fire the Juno ultimate away from your team. Okay, we're healing. You know, character requires a lot of healing. I probably wouldn't have speed ranked this, because, like, what is really the point? Like I know the Sombra here, but that's not Sombra, the Xion. But she can just back out. You want people to be committed. And who's committed right now? Well, like, let me show you. The hazard is committed. How is the hazard committed? He just used his leap. And when he has leap, what can he not do? Use it again, which means he's stuck there. So that's when you would want to use the ring on your Reaper, on your Kiriko, to follow up on the hazard there. Even a ring here would be really good, right? Amazing ring. Pop it, like, right here. It hits all of your teammates. You just dominate this fight. But like because you don't have it, it's just kind of like, you could have made that a lot easier. Now good torpedoes. Good job getting away. You ring that guy, it's fine. Good torpedoes. Like, overall, the rest of your ability usage is pretty fine. It's just your ring and your ultimate, which, funnily enough, is actually the most important parts of playing Juno, which is amazing. Okay. So, like, you have the right perk choices on Juno here, which is very good. Okay, so why is this speed doing good? Because the Hog, or should I say, like, the Hog and the Reaper are kind of committed on this hazard, and the hazard is very much stuck in this location. Because, like, even if he jumps out, he's still going to take a bunch of damage. So using your speed ring here is actually going to help the Hog and the Reaper. You know, one, because they get the speed, but also because the hazards are in a spot. And you see how that gives you space, right? So you kind of use the ring on your teammates to force the hazard out of this space, which makes it really easy for you to take map control. And when you have map control, you can start to take the point, you can start to take this room, and then force them back, and that's really good. I would like to see a torpedo here, though. Careful. Yeah, you are just kind of unaware. So, like, the best place to be as Juno, like, most of the time, is just playing up here, seeing what's going on, trying to heal, and then if you need to drop, you need to play, like, around cover, because, like, you're just kind of playing in a open space a lot, right? Like, you're just walking around open space, getting shot at, and then, like, I run away, and then go to more open space, and then, like, I'm too far forward again, and then the hazard chases me, and then, like, you're just dead, right? So you need to look around and see what's going on, so that you know where people are, and then you can properly react to them. Now, I'm kind of worried for you, because the rest of this round is like 1:30 long, which means one of these teams got stomped. I like the torpedoes here. When you've got triple jump, it's really good to just try and go for stuff like this. That's a waste of a speed ring. I hope you know, right? Like there's no reason to speed ring here. You would rather save it, get close to your team, and then use it, right? So like if you have a moment where you could have used the ring and you don't have it, that's your fault. Again, we're just kind of flying in the open, you see? Like, there's no reason why we should ever be in the air like this. We get shot by the Ana, we get shot by the Shion, we even get shot by the soldier, and like, you know, we usually get shot by everyone. You don't need to fly. You don't need to fly over here, right? You can literally just go here, and then just shoot people, and then maybe you can go here, or maybe you can go in this room, but just don't play in the open like this, right? Just because you can fly doesn't mean you're invulnerable to people, right? You see? Open space, you just fucking die. So now, all right, now we need to wait, force out this hazard, decent torpedoes. Oh, okay, how on earth does that hit you? Unlucky. Well, you're safe, so it's whatever. You can heal this guy, or at least try to. There's nothing you can do about that, so now you just need to get away. Here, getting a little bit greedy, right? Again, it's like the same thing. I think in this situation, you should just prioritize getting out because you're down 3. Getting an extra 80 damage isn't really going to help you win this fight. Just get out, prioritize your life here, and then we can reset. Because if you died here, that would have added on like 10 extra seconds of stagger, which is going to make it harder to win. Ring probably isn't necessary. Why? Because the hazard has already gone out. Right, like if the hazard used slash to get in here, I would actually see it to be pretty reasonable. But like, you can hear him go out, so like now there's extra no point to use the ring here, and you also didn't even hit him anyway, right? Like you have to make sure you're actually hitting the people with your ring for it to give value. Good torpedoes. I like going for the Ana there because she's in the open. Good stuff. That was nice. Right, we have ring. So another thing with Juno, right? Do you remember what I said earlier about pocketing people? Well, you can do the same thing on Juno. If, for example, your soldier is going to ult, right, and you know that, maybe save ring, maybe save torpedoes for her and just pocket her, right? Because if she has speed and extra healing and extra damage, that's going to be very strong for you. Right, let me ask you again. Who does this speed ring help exactly? Well, like, what does this speed ring do? What does this do? Is anyone going to be able to walk through this? No. So just save it or use it on the soldier on here, because like, that doesn't do anything for you. So what I'm noticing is that as Juno anyway, but like in general, you're very unintentional with your cooldowns, and that leads to a lot of times where like you just use them, get no value, and then you don't have any cooldowns. So like, that speed ring's good. And like now you have the touch, and it's kind of over. So with Kiriko, I don't really like that he plays so many heroes this game, but it's fine. So with Kiriko, it's mostly just about trying to get closer to the enemies and engage them more often, and then combining that with flipping how you use your teleport, mostly using it to get out of danger to your teammates instead of going into your teammates who could be in danger, because that's going to put you in a lot of trouble. If you combine those two facts, you're going to get a lot more value on Kiriko. With Mizuki, that was probably your... I don't say your strongest hero, but like that was I did like what I saw, but I want you to be more intentional with your cooldowns. Use your TP in the middle of the fight so that you can distract people away from your team and try and go for kills with your chain. Like when you're in that TP, use your chain more often, right? It's such a strong cooldown. Just use it to try and kill people. And then your hats, I want you to be intentional with them so that, you know, don't use it on a diva who has 600 health. Use it on a diva who's half HP in the fight. She's actively taking damage, and then help her. And then, of course, try and pocket people when you can. And with Juno, I'd say stop playing in open space as much, because that's gotten you killed or close to killed or forcing out your cooldowns multiple times. And with your ring, you need to be intentional with how you're using your ring. Number one, you need to be close enough so that the ring is actually going to reach people. Number two, the timing needs to be good. And the timing is just either when your teammates are committing, for example, when they're using Overclock or Death Blossom or some sort of big cooldown, or when the enemies are committing, for example, if the Shion goes in with her bike, if the Lucio's going on your team, if the hazard jumps on your team, use speed ring to help them, right? And to actually hit the speed ring, make sure like you're aiming it at your team, or at least on the corners or open space where you think they're going to run through, so that it actually hits them. Overall, I think like a diamond, maybe master support, you seem decent. If you follow those 3 things, I think you're gonna rank up a lot, man. So I hope this helps. And if anyone's curious in getting their own coaching, you can check out the first link in the description. Come book a coaching call. We're gonna go over a VOD together like this, and it'll be very informative for you. Anyway, implement those things. Mr. Man G Bun, probably said that wrong, and you'll rank up fast.